to the Kyle Petty Show. I am your pal, Kyle Petty, and this time I'm joined by my pal, Zach Levy, who will be starring as Caiaphas in the upcoming production of Jesus Christ Superstar at the Cultural Arts Playhouse in Syosset, opening May 2nd and running until June 7th. So, welcome to the show. Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure. I'm so excited to be here. I feel like a celebrity. I never thought I'd be given the opportunity.
Get out of here.
Me and Kyle go way back, and I just thought the train had passed, and I was not going to get. I was not going to get on the show.
Oh my gosh, stop. That makes me so sad. Like, the second that I found that you were doing this show, I was like, I'm asking Zach. I was like, we haven't connected in so long. So, like, I'm super, super excited to do this. So I'm really glad you decided to spend the time with me.
I'm excited.
So, to the people who don't know who Zach Levy is, tell us some things. You know, imagine this is like your very first run through with your brand new cast, and you're sitting around this table of very talented strangers. You know, what would you say to them for them to get to know you?
Well, first of all, I like how you said that it's very talented strangers, because I feel like every show I'm in, I always feel like I'm the least talented one in the room. And
We're not going to have this self-deprecation. In this
I'm
house,
just saying.
right?
I look
You're
around
here
the
because
table.
you're awesome. You're here because you're awesome.
I'm just saying. I look around the table. I'm like, God, like, I don't like. I have imposter syndrome when I do shows. Like the people that I know are just so talented. I'm like, how do I even like belong in your company? Anyway,
Because you're just as talented. Thank you.
okay, thanks. I'm Zach. I've been doing Long Island theater since 2006, 5, so over 20 years now. Me and Kyle met in 2007 in the fall during a production of Annie Warbucks, which we'll get to in a little bit. I'm a school teacher in Bethpage Schools, where I now run the theater program there. And that's really where I've channeled most of my love for theater in the past decade or so, is teaching other kids how amazing it is and what it can do for your life. It's given me so much. And I also really love professional wrestling, if you can't tell.
Yeah, I think we might have a slight inkling.
I love wrestling. I love theater. I love teaching. I married a girl I met in Long Island Theater. Mm-hmm. Her name is Danielle Jankin. Danielle Jankin Photography. Give her a follow for some headshots or some wedding photos.
We love it.
And I love dogs. And
You have two, right?
Yeah. Well, I have a 17-and-a-half-year-old named Champagne. She's royalty. She's the bitch that runs this house.
Champagne.
Champagne. And this is Noodle.
Hi, Noodle.
Noodle was last seen in the Bethpage High School production of Legally Blonde as Rufus.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
So a famous dog here.
He made his stage debut.
So I want to play a little quick game here. I have some very important questions before we get to the other important questions. I need to know if you prefer guac or salsa.
Salsa.
We're not vibing.
I love guac, but it's heavy. Salsa's light. Like, you feel like you're like doing the right thing, like health-wise, when you're eating salsa. It feels like a vegetable going down the entire time.
Well, isn't an avocado a vegetable?
Yes, but it's just heavy, isn't it? It just feels like, I don't know. Salsa's cold. It's like you feel like you're eating a salad the entire time.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So French fries or onion rings?
French fries.
Absolutely. I thought you might go the other way because you're talking about vegetables and stuff like
That's
this.
psychotic.
I mean, I do like an onion ring, like no disrespect.
Yeah,
like French fries are definitely supreme, but
yeah,
you know.
like in like small portions, onion rings. French fries you can always have.
Like when I go to Burger King, I do like the half and half, or like the extra onion rings that just sometimes just happen to appear.
That's the best of both worlds. Is when you order the fries and like a little stray gets caught in their pour thing, and you get like because then you feel lucky too.
Yeah, it feels like this is my big day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? The powers have smiled upon me. Yes, absolutely.
Wait, what kind of fries are your favorite?
Ooh. All right.
I've had a big change the past few years.
Have you? All right. I still think that McDonald's is top tier fries. Like, truly.
They are fantastic.
But I really have gotten into Wendy's fries also. I really like them.
Yeah. I'm talking about shape.
Oh,
I'm
shape.
talking about genre, not
Oh, well then.
purveyor.
Okay, well definitely like the skinny type fast food type fries. Like I'm not a curly fry. I am not certainly not a steak fry. All right,
Uh,
way too much sake potato. I don't like all that.
yes,
Mouthful of mush. I
too
don't like,
much.
yeah, it's too much. But that's also why I don't like a crinkle cut.
I love a crinkle cut.
You do,
That's my
huh?
favorite. Good crispy crinkle cut. Chef's
And
kiss.
maybe that's the problem. I've never had one that I felt like was the appropriate crispiness. Either
Yeah, you're
it's
always.
too crispy or it's too soft.
They were ruined for me because usually when I had them, like my mom made them, but they were like the frozen ones you put in the tray in the oven, and they came out like mushy and not fried.
Yep.
And so I didn't like crinkle for a long time. But you find a good crinkle, like a Nathan's crinkle, oh, bone smack defeat.
Wow.
Bone,
Okay.
bone apple
What do you
tea.
what do you think about the? Because isn't All American? Aren't they also crinkle?
I've been to All American.
Wow.
I'm vegetarian, so I have very limited options when I go out to get fast food.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Oof. A vegetarian. That really. Oof, gosh, there's so many things you can't do.
I've been a vegetarian as long as I've known you.
My goodness. Well, I was a vegetarian when we first met. If you
You
remember that.
were.
Yes. I dropped it because I got hungry.
I think I'm trying to go back in the old memory bank. I think you were like why I thought it was achievable.
Oh wow, that is interesting
Wow.
information.
I'm like Kyle did it.
I sure did. I was vegetarian for a long time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's fair. What do you think about coffee or tea?
Coffee,
Excellent. Hot or iced?
iced. I could drink iced coffee any day of the year.
All right. See, I think iced coffee is just for the afternoon, but all right. What's your favorite slice of pizza?
We're talking like toppings or pizzeria.
Like if you're walking into a pizzeria and you only get one slice, you can get one thing for free. What are you getting?
Oh, a big ziti slice.
Oh, all right.
You're getting two meals in one.
You are.
It's always a little different than a. No, it's fantastic.
Fair. Fair. Do you use a fork and a knife to eat out?
So here's the issue with the big ziti pizza.
Yeah.
Like
fair.
I would take like a fork usually and eat the top off, eat the big ziti off. Then I'm stuck with this soggy piece of pizza without anything left on it, and I feel like I have to eat it, even though it's completely unappealing to me. But I'm thinking to myself, if I wanted big ziti, I would have ordered big ziti. But now I'm stuck with this soggy piece of pizza. I have to eat it.
Right. Maybe like a side of marinara sauce to dip that into. So then it's more just about like, I'm having just like some bread and sauce,
It's not the same. I feel like I enjoy it more when I eat it like a pizza.
See, I've eaten it like that before too, and people give me the side eye. Like, what are you doing? That's not how
It's
you
heavy.
things.
It flops.
It just flaps over, then you lose the ziti. But like you have to support it with both hands. But I still think that's the best experience overall. Now, my most important question: I need to know how you like your peanut butter, crunchy or smooth.
Crunchy.
Thank God! All right, woo, yay! And then, what is your favorite brand?
I think it's Skippy.
Oh my gosh. Excellent. Finally. Yes. I usually don't win on this one. It's always smooth and it's Jif. And I'm like, get out of
No.
here. The podcast's canceled.
No.
So like,
No, it's Skippy. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
what I bought yesterday. It's Skippy Crunchy.
yeah, Skippy. Absolutely. With the blue top.
The blue top.
Yes.
I tried doing the natural. This is too much oil. I'm not playing games. You have to mix it in or drain it out. No, I get the blue. I have the blue top upstairs.
Excellent. I love it. So like we said, you're going to be in Jesus Christ Superstar. That's opening at CAP Syosset on May 2nd. This is not actually your first time doing JCS, right? You've done this a few times.
Well, technically, I understudied one show at Cap Roslin as Caiaphas, and I took. That was 2013, so I took 13 years off, and now we're back.
All right. Well, that counts for something. So tell us some things about the show. Most people should know what Jesus Christ Superstar is, but if they're brand new to the theater scene, like, what do you tell them? What is the show about?
I tell them it's a rock opera
Mm-hmm.
that tells the story of the final weeks of Jesus Christ's life. And I say the music is by Andrew Lloyd Webber, who wrote any of the best musicals you've ever heard in your life. He wrote the music to, and he didn't miss with this one.
No, you didn't.
It's so good, and I've been obsessed with this show since 2007 when you met me. I've been listening to the same version of the cast recording since then, and it still feels new to me.
Which version? The London one?
No, it's got it's like half German or Austrian.
Oh.
It's this one. Hello.
Oh. I don't know that one at all.
Yes, it's called like a rock opera because it's like German.
Huh.
And it's Drew Sarich is like my Broadway favorite of all time, and he's
Okay.
playing Jesus. And if I was a fan of one person in the theater world, it's Drew Sarich, and he's like been in every role in that show. Like it's like the best recording of him playing Jesus, and
Is it in English?
yeah, the whole thing's in English. There's one
Oh,
part in
awesome.
German where Pilate does like a 30-second like mini monologue in German or Austrian. I'm not really sure. Same store, different department.
Oh, I'm very interested in checking
Yeah.
this out. It looked like that was on Spotify. You found that?
Well, I'm this old. I paid for that album on iTunes in 2007. I
Wow.
paid for it. It was like one of the only albums on my phone.
Must say, wow, excuse me. I'm going to have to
Yeah.
find that. I'm very intrigued by this now. Okay. I didn't even know that version existed. So you're playing Caiaphas. Who is Caiaphas to the story?
Caiaphas is the one of the high priests, and him and his father Annas, as I found out from my friend John. His father Annas and the other priests want to stop Jesus Christ. They are saying what he's doing is not correct. He's claiming himself to be a god, and in the context of the story, my character does not think that he is, and he says this will be the downfall of Israel, of our nation, if we let him keep going. So my character kind of smooth talks Judas into leading me to him and getting him arrested, which ultimately leads to him going on trial by Pilate and then being crucified. So I really start the whole thing.
Yeah.
I
So
really,
basically, it's all your fault.
it's all as a Jew.
So why did you want to play Caiaphas? The role
um,
speaks to you.
there is just very few roles in musical theater I can say, I got it. Hold my drink. Um, there's very few roles where I'm like, I could sing that. I can wake up in the morning and do a morning show if I had. I'm very comfortable with the vocals. It sits really nicely in my range, and not a lot of roles do in modern musical theater. Not many things are written for Mr. Low Baritone over here. A lot of things push my range when I do a show nowadays. But Caiaphas, I'm just super comfortable. It's a commanding character. And I love the idea of being able to do it with my friend Chris Russo, for those who know him. He was supposed to be Annas with me. We were cast together. And due to unforeseen circumstances, one of our Jesuses has to be on vocal rest for a while. So Chris ended up being Jesus Christ in the production, which is a treat. Like, come see him. He's incredible. He's the best
Right.
singer you've ever heard in your life. So I'm not doing it with him as my like partner anymore, but he's still in the show with me, which is awesome.
Right. That's excellent. So you're saying like the role you feel like really fits you very well, but what's been one of the biggest challenges that you've seen so far through the rehearsal process?
I don't think I realized how small of a part Caiaphas is until you're sitting at rehearsal,
Oh.
doing other things, watching people get to be part of stuff, and like you're on your computer doing work for school. He's Caiaphas. I feel like is a lot of hurry up and wait. You get to rehearsal. It's just a lot of you get to rehearsal, You're definitely needed for rehearsal. Like the show, like you pop in like every like 15, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. But like I don't know, I'm watching the show a lot, and again I'm in awe of the talent in the room with me. Um,
Yeah.
uh, like I feel like I got off easy because I get to sing this part that fits so comfortably vocally for me, and like my other friends are like belting their faces off, like they have to like really prepare. And I'm just sitting there ready to walk on stage. So it's just a lot of downtime, and I'm not really used to that when I do a show. Not this much.
That's fair. That's fair. So you have a lot of time to watch everybody else doing what they're doing, right? So, what is one of your favorite moments in the show that you're not a part of?
The best, I think the best part of any production is the Last Supper into Gethsemane. It is just a banger into a banger. And if you get a good Jesus and Judas like we have right now, we have Anthony, Orlina, and Chris Russo splitting Jesus, and we have Shiloh Bennett and Sean Ryan splitting Judas. They just both knock it out of the park. And I just think it's like that. That's really where the show really like grabs the audience's attention. Like this is a brilliant piece of theater. It's just a beautiful song, beautiful moment in the show, and it's just a banger. And when I get to watch when I get to watch my friends sing these numbers, and especially when I get to see my very close friend Chris sing Gethsemane, and he knows I've been a fan of this number when he sings it for years. He's incredible. There's very few times in theater where I could watch someone perform something and I could not look at my watch for a long time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I have no instincts to do anything else but just be captivated at that part of the show.
Yeah, and just be really engaged and enthralled in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. But you're really no stranger to the stage, right? You've done a number of different shows during your time here in Long Island theaters. So, what are some of your favorite shows and roles that you've played?
Well, I'm going to say my favorite show I ever did was my first CAP main stage show.
Oh, yeah?
And that was Annie Warbucks. I was 17. I finally qualified for main stage age, and
Baby's
that's
first
where I
main
met
stage.
That's where I met you.
Yeah.
And that's where I just really felt like I made it. But like I really felt like I had arrived to like the Long Island theater scene. I know that sounds so ridiculous, but that's how I felt. Like I was a kid, and I always watched the adults get to do this stuff, and I was finally asked to be in a production in the sequel of Annie, who I bet you guys didn't even know that existed. But me and Kyle met there, and that's where I met a lot of my friends that I still maintain to now. A lot of my theater friendships date back to that show, and it's crazy.
That's so funny.
My wife was in the YPT.
Wow, there was a YPT of that back then? That was my first Long Island theater show ever, so I didn't even really know what YPT was, and I didn't really get it and even realize that hadn't happened.
Yeah.
Wait, so who was she? Do you remember?
Asking me trick questions here, Kyle Petty.
Oh no, I was just curious, but not
Grace.
Grace, okay, because I wouldn't even remember who most of the people were. I know there was that Commissioner Doyle, that was supposed to be the other Hannigan.
Yeah, I think she was either Doyle or she was Grace. You're not above the law, not above the law. Remember that song?
Yes, not above the law, not above the law.
Wasn't that Rose Kurtz? She was great.
Yeah, Commissioner Doyle. That was Rose Kurtz.
I thought she was Broadway.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I think that anytime Rose Kurtz is in a show, I just feel like it's automatically elevated.
It's an event.
Exactly. It's like, oh, excuse me, I'm in a show with Rose Kurtz. Okay, this show is legit. Like, we're validated now.
I feel like there's a group of people on Long Island that you hear they're pulling up to do a show. It's already elevated.
Yes,
absolutely. Like you're one of them.
Oh, I don't know.
I think Chris Russo is one of them. Mm-hmm. I think Ryan Nolan's one of them. He doesn't do a lot anymore, but when he pops up, you're like, oh, this is a real thing.
Like, oh, okay, all right, I was sitting up.
I saw Cats at CM, and it was dead ass the best thing I've seen in my entire life. I unapologetically love Cats.
Yeah.
And I forgot how much I love Cats I did a production of it in like 2008, but like I sucked. But like but my mom saw it on Broadway like 8 times, and she loved Cats. So there's always been a special place in my heart for Cats. And again, it was one of those times where I saw a show on Long Island that I did not once like look at my watch. I was just like, there's one of those shows where everywhere you look, there was something going on.
Yeah, that Cats was really special.
And I just like I'm very good friends with Jojo Manassi, and I just said to him after the show, I'm like, the fact that that came out of your head, that interpretation of the show and onto the stage,
Awesome.
I couldn't believe it. And like
Really
I had a lot of friends in that show. Shout out to Sydney, who was amazing as Grisabella. Jojo's boyfriend Colin was Mr. Mistopheles. Ruben was Rum Tum Tugger. And like I said to Ryan Nolan after the show, I'm old enough to remember the last time you did Cats, you were Rum Tum Tugger, and now you're old Deuteronomy. Next up is Gus, pal. Next time you do the show.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how I got in that tangent, but I just loved Cats at CM.
Yeah, and Cats is something I didn't really know a lot about. I saw it as a kid at the Winter Garden, with my mom. But like I was too young to really even understand like what I was looking at or what it was. And then I heard so many negative things about the Cats movie.
The movie ruined it.
Yeah, and I was like, I guess I should stay away from this. And it just kind of it put a dark cloud over Cats in general for me. But it was like, no, it was just the movie that people didn't like. It doesn't mean people don't like the show. So I was really dicking it when I got to see it, because especially because my expectations were super low. But what JoJo did with this was, I mean, from the choreography was just incredible. But outside the choreography, the fact that everyone did it incredibly. You can often see really good choreography that people are just not doing well,
Yeah,
and but everyone executed really well.
I love when you can walk into a theater and you can watch a show, and they're a team. They're all working towards the same goal. And when that's not the case, you can also feel that.
Yep.
And I watch Cats. I'm like, these people have been together doing the show for months now, and they are locked in. They all have the same goal. Listen, they're doing this, what people would consider like an odd show. And if you're not all in, people are going to feel that. Yep. And you have to commit. You have to go 120%. You have to whole ass it. And you make people believe it's a good show. And because that's what you believe. And you're trying to share your art with people. Yeah. And I remember I was at the show, and there are people saying like, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm like, no, you have to educate people of how good they're performing. Like they're telling the story so well. And like, I'm a Cats nerd, and I'm like, no, like this is a contest, and they're all trying to sell themselves to get chosen to be reborn. So the fact that like Sydney, Grisabella, is this cat who was rejected and turned her back on the clan. They turned their back on her. They don't like her, but her story is so tragic. They want that for her at the end. And just some of the choices that JoJo made, if you're really paying close attention to like having Grisabella be reborn as the white cat that Natalie Paquette played. I believe she was Victoria, which is not usually a big part, but JoJo made it a whole ass part. And so did Natalie, obviously. And I loved it. Like, my wife thought I was kidding how much I was loving it. I was like this the entire time. Everywhere.
Yeah, the set was amazing. The costumes were great. Like there was so many things within the set and within the cast like to look at, because everybody was engaged. It wasn't like sometimes you get like ensemble members that just kind of just stand there because they're like, well, I'm not doing anything and nobody's paying any attention to me. Like, ensemble members should never say that. Somebody is always looking at you. Someone's watching you. So, like, you need to be engaged in the moment and do something with your time up there, because it's not just idle time. It's not like you're waiting in the wings. Like, you're on stage.
I always tell my kids that there's nothing to pull focus to if there's nothing in the background. And you're painting a picture. You're painting a whole picture. You wouldn't just paint a tree. You would paint an entire park. Like, right. So I always try to impart that on my kids, how important the ensemble is in a show. And they don't believe you. They're like, yeah, just give me Ella Woods, man.
Yeah. They just need to think about like they give me a woods. Yeah, they need to think about what they do when they go to a show. Like what do you look at? Are you really only looking at the leads? Like you're definitely not. Your eyes are always
I'm
darting around.
like when I see shows like this sounds so cliche, but like go watch Hamilton on Broadway, and like everyone is just working their ass off up there. Everywhere you look, someone's doing something you don't even see happening unless you're paying attention to it.
Right.
Like, and I look when I see a show, I'm like, wow, they're really committed to like moving that ladder right now. Like no one's really focused on them, but somebody is, and it's me.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. That's excellent. So tell us what one of your favorite or funniest like on stage moments are.
This is my oldest joke in community theater, and it's one I still quote to this day. It was the opening of Annie Warbucks, like the opening number. It was I don't know what it was called. It went trouble kept banging at her door. Beat it,
Yes.
trouble, Annie ain't just
Wow.
Annie anymore.
Really remember
And there was
that's
like, and there was
exactly
like,
what it was.
and there was two beats in it that like Grace like before Grace sang because she had a solo. It was like Annie ain't just Annie anymore, and then Grace would sing. Kyle one day at rehearsal said, "Okay, we don't sing there," so he would just sing under his breath, "Just Grace," every time. And like I would laugh every time. Trouble kept banging at her door. Beat it, trouble. Annie ain't just Annie anymore. Just Grace. And then she would say, "You should have seen those rags before."
And wasn't the choreography like going like
Yeah.
this?
Trouble kept banging at her door. And just
Yeah.
that always cracked me up. That production also was the production where I think Dan Ferrante filled in for FDR for a show. It was usually Will Murphy. But Dan Ferrante was filling in for FDR for a show. And I was assigned to his wheelchair at the wedding or something.
Okay.
And he turns back to me in his wheelchair during Bruce's wedding with Bailey Whitney. And he's like this. I farted. Enjoy that. And he just like farted in my face.
That's horrible. Like, I would have left him. The hell with this.
I could've.
Goodbye. I would have walked off.
That show was very formative for me in community theater because I had a lot of good moments, but it was also a production where I filled in for one show as Senator Vandenberg, which was a bit part in the show. Well, you don't know who it is. He was a part in that show. And like the point was, I was given lines in a main stage, and like to those of you out there who are doing shows right now, that was very uncommon for like a 16 or a 17-year-old back in the day.
It was. It was.
It was adults who got those adult parts, and I was asked to understudy Senator Vandenberg. These are my first lines ever on a CAP stage, let alone a main stage.
Yeah.
Like, and
This was a big deal.
I was so nervous, and I studied all day. I remember I was in my high school Spanish class. I had the script in my like binder. I was like, I can't mess this up. I can't mess this up. And me and Bruce laugh about this now because we are good buddies now. He was at my wedding. Me and Bruce are very good friends. But Bruce was Warbucks, and Bruce must have been on some shit that day. I came off stage, and he must have been angry. I was angry about something else, and he's like, "Zach, come here." I'm like, "What? Is he gonna tell me I did a good job?" No, sir. He says, "You are the worst Senator Vandenberg I have ever seen."
He's going to tell me I did a good job.
He said, "You are the worst Senator Vandenberg I've ever seen." Like it was only like me and like I was the understudy for like I think it was Mitch Kessler or something. I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
I was the understudy.
No, it wasn't Mitch Kessler. I think Mitch Kessler was Drake.
Was it Mitch? It was Mitch Cooperman, who was going on his Warbucks, and Bruce was backstage, just like hanging out or something like that. And he's like,
Oh my gosh, which is so funny because Mitch Cooperman was so mean to me during that production. Because in addition to me being Fletcher, the driver, I was also I was also the train man. Do you remember this? And it was Pete Marmon sitting in front of that fake fire, right? And I had the lantern, and I would come out and say, all aboard," or like something like that, right? And Mitch Cooperman pulled me aside. He goes, "Listen, let me tell you something. The way that you're saying all aboard, no one would ever." No one would ever believe that a train was actually coming. And I was like, oh. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, but a train isn't, all right? Because there was not a train that ever crossed the stage, okay? Like, Pete was never disturbed by said oncoming train. Like, it was so ridiculous. There's so many things that happened during that production that were wild.
I know. I joke about it all the time. Like I learned a lot during that production. It was my first main stage. It's where I met you.
Yeah,
We became very good friends immediately.
we did.
I think we're both. I think it was both our first time being. I think we bonded over that.
Yeah, it was
Um,
both of our first main stage productions. Yeah.
and you were like a little bit older than me, not by much, but I think like 6 years. Like you were like in your
Yeah.
early 20s at that point. But I thought you were just like the grownest ass man who gave me the pleasure, who gave me like the honor of their time. I'm like, why is this like like cool like guy has his life together talking to me
Had my
like
life together. I was a mess.
you had Kyle, you had a car, you had a Pontiac Aztec, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever.
That is so
You had
funny.
you had an SUV,
The
and I was
Pontiac
driving around.
Aztec that was rated one of the ugliest cars ever made.
I thought it was cool, and
I thought it was cool too.
you had the Helio phone.
I sure did.
Was your car orange or was the phone orange?
No,
Something
I
was
think
orange.
I think the phone was orange. My car was white. I like white cars
I've
specifically.
been
Yeah.
told I have a very good memory to a fault. Like the fact that I remember any of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Like
actually very surprised.
I act like I forget things sometimes so I don't seem weird because I
No,
don't forget anything.
it's not weird. Actually, it makes you feel special. It's like, wait, you remember that? I barely remember that. Like, no, I think that's cool.
I remember everything, and yeah, I learned a lot during that show, and I think didn't we? Did you? Then we did Urinetown at the stage together.
We did. We did parade in between there together, though, didn't we? Wasn't that
I,
YPT parade
I
in
I
there?
was in YPT. I think Bruce needed you to be Jim Conley,
Yeah.
and
And then,
you were incredible.
well, I think all the black people from main stage, from main stage, did the YPT.
Oh
because
no,
there weren't any.
that was it. You did. I did Anti-War Bucks, and I was not asked to do anything else again. And you did Parade. And I was like, oh, he's made it. He's booking again.
I mean,
And
he made it because he was black. Like that is what really got me in the
it
door
was.
there.
I remember I watched you and Mark Weeks, and I was like, this is the greatest show of all time. I don't get to be in this. This isn't
So
fair.
crazy.
So remember, I think I was doing my internship at CAP for my high school senior seminar class, and Tony assigned me to work Spotlight for that production. You better believe I was at every show,
That is
working
so
that
funny.
Spotlight,
Oh,
and that's where I met Jared Grossman, Bruce's son.
Jared.
He would show up there to hang out in the light booth with me,
Mm-hmm.
and like we became friends. And he was over at my house last night.
I love that.
I have deep roots at the Cultural Arts Playhouse.
You sure do. Do you remember during Annie Warbucks when Diane would take like lunch orders in between, like for doubles? Do you remember that when we were on the Staten Island ferry, and she'd walk out like, "We're getting Italian. Do you want anything?" And I'm like,
I
"Oh,
don't recall being asked for a. I don't think I was part of those conversations.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you got lines, you didn't get lunch. We're sorry.
Oh, I got lines once. I never got the lines back after Bruce
okay,
gave me the crooked finger. Come over here.
Is he
Never
gonna
got him
tell me he's
back.
doing a good job? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Well,
Like, you can ask him about that story. He still laughs. He's like, "Why did I say that? I didn't know."
he was rough back in the day. He was rough.
No, he loves that story now. He's like,
No,
"Who was I?"
It's all fun. It's all fun. So what are you doing after JCS?
Wait, hold on.
wait.
Hold on.
Wait,
I have another excellent Bruce story.
oh, tell me.
Oh my God. So my first show at CAP was YPT Grease, and that was right before Annie Warbucks. And that's when, like, I was like, okay, I'm going to do a show there. So I did YPT Greece. Jeff Pangburn was stage manager for that.
Okay.
And again, I just knew of CAP as like this theater where people performed. I thought it was a really big deal. Again, I was a kid. And I thought anybody performing and getting asked to perform outside of a high school drama club, I'm like, this is really awesome.
Sure.
People do this. And so, okay, I saw Main Stage Grease. My friend Andrew was in that, and I loved it. So I decided to do the YPT with my friend Steve and my friend Peter. There was a couple of us who did it. And I auditioned, and like, listen, I am no Matthew Morrison. I am no Patti LuPone. I grew into myself a little bit, but I was still very new then. I didn't know what I was doing. And I got a call back for Sonny.
Ooh.
Which was, I was like, okay, that's the speaking part in the show. That makes sense for me. I can do that. And I got a call back. I blew it. But like
It's so crazy.
Bruce is director, and I'll never forget. Bruce is going around the room. That's where I met Chris Russo too. Bruce is going around the room, and he's like, it was a Danny Zuko callback, and he's like, all right, Chris, Peter, Robbie, come up here, and he looks at me, and he's like, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Zach. He's like, oh, Zach from Bethpage, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like,
It's so ridiculous. I am so sure that is like an over exaggeration.
no, that's what happened.
You are so crazy.
But I thought Cap was just like the biggest deal. I was like, yeah, I deserve that. How dare I?
No, oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
This was
That's really wild to
2007.
me.
It was a different time.
It was. People were not nice back then. Not that they're super nice now, but they're certainly better. You know, people know a little bit better.
But now, like, I'm in Bruce's shows all the time. He loves having me.
Right.
I'm an absolute delight.
Because we were always a delight. People just didn't take the time to get to know you.
That's what I say. I say
Yes.
if people could take the time to know me, I'm an absolute delight. If you don't take the time,
Absolutely.
I can be a little, like, jarring.
I don't think you're ever jarring.
If you don't take the time to know me, you might not like me. But anyone who takes the time, they love me.
You can say that about anyone, though.
I guess.
Well, anyone that's
no,
good.
I don't make a great first impression. I think.
I don't know. I hit it off with you rather quickly. I don't remember ever being put off. Like, so, you know, come on.
You told me I had Similac on my breath.
Well, I mean, you were a child.
You said.
Get away from me. I can still smell the Similac on your breath. Yeah,
That
but that's
was
like a fun thing to say. Like,
No, you're my closest ally during that production. And again,
you
when
were
I watched,
mine. I was brand new. We needed each other.
I watched Parade, and Parade brought out a whole other woodwork of talent on the island I've never seen before.
Well, that
like
is
Andy
awesome.
Warbucks was like the house crew, like people who are always down to do something that were doing it for the love of the game.
Well, I find like that's true in most theaters for their
Yes.
Christmas productions. Christmas productions are always so hard to to cast, you know, because like, you know, it's hard to get people to commit. You're giving up a lot to do a show of the holidays. Right. No holiday parties, no this, no that. So like, you know, you really do that. It's always like your core group.
So Parade was right after that, and I was like, holy crap. I was doing Spotlight, and there was Aaron Adele, it was Craig Truby, it was Mark Weeks, it was
Dan Wagner.
Dan Wagner was
Kim
Britt
Volpe.
Craig, Kim Volpe. Who played Lyle was Young Soldier.
Jordan Firstman.
Who's a big deal now, Jordan Firstman.
Yeah, a very big deal now. Very big.
He
deal.
writes some of my favorite shows on FX.
Yeah.
He was in Substitute Teacher.
Oh, was he?
On FX. He was like a main character on like an FX show. And I was like, that's Jordan.
Wow.
But imagine being me watching that show because I liked it and him popping up. I'm like, holy crap. That happens to me a lot nowadays because I got left behind and like my super talented friends went out into the world and made it.
Stop. The bottom line is you shared the same stage as your super talented friends. So what does that tell you about you?
Okay.
Get out of here.
No, parade was incredible. I think Christina King came and filled in for a show for Rumblin' and Rollin'.
Yes, she
and
did.
She was not rehearsed. Like, this is like a good memory. It was not rehearsed. I remember she was backstage with the book in her hand. She's like, whatever happens, happens. And she crushed it.
Yeah. Yep. No, there was a lot of good people in that show. It was really, really
Tony
fantastic.
Grover, may he rest.
Grover. Yeah, yeah. Tropical Joe.
He's not gone, man. He's in JCS with me right now.
Who is he
Mr.
playing?
Joe.
Third priest?
Yeah, like he took a brief hiatus for a few years, and then he's one of my priests.
Tropics.
He's something else, Tropical Joe.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I've got some Tropic stories.
I think everyone at
parade.
At the Tropic story. Yeah, he was the judge. He was old soldier. Remember, he had a makeup kit that was like a tackle box.
Oh my gosh, yes. It had all those
still has it.
shelves. Get out of here. Well, I guess no reason to get rid of it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him. He's nothing if not consistent. So what do you have coming up after JCS? Anything lined up or anything that you got your eye on?
No, summer's really my time. As I kind of like to just enjoy my life a little bit more and slow things down a bit. I have a 4th of July party every year with all my friends. I look forward to that. I love the summertime. I think they're doing Bring It On next. I would help out with some tech for that if they need me. Because Ruben and Camilla are directing that, and they are a dynamic duo. But they are like me; they have their standards for what a show should look like. So I told them I'll give them a hand some of the technical elements. There's a lot of videos in that show, a lot of projections. I said I would help them out with. It's funny. I directed at CAP this time last year as Catch Me If You Can, and just so much less pressure being in the show than directing the show. I remember this time of year I was falling apart last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of stress because I feel like so many things fall on you.
They all fall on you when you direct a show. You always forget you can delegate jobs, but you can't delegate responsibility. Like if it doesn't get done, they're going to say, "Well, who's the director?"
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So where can people follow you on social media if they want to keep up with what you're doing after this?
You can follow me. I have a private Instagram account if you want to follow me.
And we'll decide if we let you in.
Yeah, it's Zachary_Evan_. And I'm on Facebook, Zachary Levy. And I'm a pretty liberal acceptor of requests. Okay. Unless I don't know you at all.
Right.
Even then, I might be like, oh, this could be a friendship one day. I don't want to deny them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, awesome. Listen, thank you so much for joining us here. You want to catch Zach? Yeah, that's it. What do you mean? We're at 46 minutes.
Oh my goodness, we did it.
So we did it. We did more than did it. So you can catch him in Jesus Christ Superstar running at CAP Syosset.
We made it the whole time.
Whole time. Almost there. May 2nd to June 7th. All right. So thank you again for joining us. And so good to see you.
Great seeing you, Kyle. Wait.
What?